Good afternoon. We're back. Farm Sim 22. It seemed like we were just here yesterday. I think we were. All right, let me get comfortable. It's going to be a couple hours. Looks like I got some crops to pick up here, so let's do that. See if we got any more. I don't know why. It seems like the way I've got it set up, it's supposed to automatically pop that stuff out, but it doesn't seem to. It seems like I have to come in here and do it myself. Tater fries. I shouldn't have to do it this way. Yeah, I don't know. Right, I'm just going to leave this thing set in here. We'll come back to it. Hey, Scorp. AVC all good? How goes it? Well, after the live stream, I got off the internet for a while. I'm still having trouble. Internet still went out again today a couple times. It's been going out off and on. I still haven't got my Wi-Fi back. I can't find my network. It's gone. So, I started digging through a box in my closet here, and I found my old Linksys router, my old Wi-Fi router. And I hooked it up, and I'm able to get Wi-Fi back through it. The only problem is the Netgear one that I have now, I have extenders on it. So there's extenders halfway through the house so that everybody can have Wi-Fi internet. My studio is on one end of the house and it has to go through several rooms to get to the living area, and it doesn't reach very far on its own. So for example, in the living room, which is halfway through the house, the TV barely gets a signal. It gets one good enough, and Carol says it cuts out every once in a while. She gets, signal loss every once in a while, but she's still able to watch something. So I don't know. I need to either, the extender is Netgear, and I either need to try to reprogram it for the Linksys and see if I can get it to work, or I don't know. Because about the time I screw everything up and go back to the Linksys, which I've already done, they're going to come back and say, "Oh, here's your Wi-Fi back. We know what's wrong." I don't know. I can't find it on my end, so I don't know what to do. But at least I've got Wi-Fi back. Kind of, sort of. And the weather's up to 44, so that's better than freezing. And I looked at the forecast for the next 7 days. It's going to be rain and 50 degrees, rain and 50 degrees, rain and 50 degrees for the next 7 days. Solid. This has been the wettest winter we've had in a long time. Thank God it's not cold again, because we'd be in ice and snow that whole time. Let me go see what I was doing. Oh, corn. Let's finish that. Do I have GPS set up for corn? Do I? I do. Let's do that. All right, here we go. How's your day going? All busy at work? Just gonna be me and you today. Yeah, I haven't even started looking yet because I don't know what's wrong. I mean, the modem's working just fine, and I don't have to use the internet that comes with the modem, so I could easily just get Wi-Fi, just a router. That's what I used before. The Linksys is working, but like I said, it just doesn't support the whole house without extenders. But neither did the other one. So, I don't know. I always get to the point where I can't wait. And then I find out, well, if you'd have just waited one more day, everything would be back to normal. Nope, I can't. I gotta have it now. What would be great is if I could get a router that would just, shoot the signal for a half a block or something, without having to. With the router I've got, I have Wi-Fi in my office, which I don't need. I don't have anything except my phone that uses it. And into the across the hall into the master bedroom, it works just fine. But if we start going down the hallway into the living room, that's when I lose the signal. For one thing, it has to go through a half a dozen walls to get to the living room. And then that doesn't even come, to reaching the garage and the apartment. I really needed the extensions for that, or they don't get signal up there at all. Can you believe it's Thursday already? It just seemed like it was just the weekend. Now it's the weekend again tomorrow. Well, closer. Closer to the weekend. Minecraft. I pulled my Minecraft up over the weekend, actually. I didn't play. Well, yeah, I did. I did some mining. But the only reason I did is I wanted to make sure I had the newest version before I got back into it. But I just went into my mine and started mining copper. I was mining copper. Because to make a block of copper, I was going to use copper for a what do you call it? For decorations. To make a block of copper, geez, it takes a ton of copper. Hi, Craig. Okay, I'm yawning. What the heck? I did wake up early today. Oh, I'm not going to start this again. Oh, man. Why am I yawning? Let's see. I'm going to need this out, I guess. Hey, Jeremy. How's Jeremy today? Oh, my God. Hey, we're halfway through the month already. And the year hasn't come crashing down quite yet. We're going to have a tough time in front of us, I think. Hi, Ellie. I can't read that. Is it Ellie? E-L-I? Or is that Eli? I don't know. I hate to mess it up. I'm doing good. How about you? You staying safe and warm? Yeah, like I said, our temperature's up to 45 again. It's raining, and that rain is cold, though. And there's a little bit of a breeze, just a tiny breeze, but my God, it's cold. "31," Craig says. It's cold in Italy, too. All right, let's see if I've got, turn the GPS on, grab plow. Do something like that. I'm going to do all these fields at once. Tina says it's snowing. Oh my goodness gracious. I gotta stop yawning. It's terrible. I think I'm gonna replant this as corn. Uh-oh, I hit a tree. Oh no. Gonna give myself enough room to turn around here on the end of the field. Yeah, just call me Yanni. I'll have to put some Yanni music on. Wonder if he still makes music. Hi, Andy. Andy's in the house. Do another pass here so I got a little bit more room to turn around. Beer mates? You mean other people that make beer, Andy? Beer amigos. The three amigos. Mad Git some. Mad equals crazy. Yeah, see, it's another of those English words that have more than one meaning to it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, almost done. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I should have limed this first. I didn't lime it. It doesn't say it needs it, though. I don't think you have to lime every time. Don't panic. All right, I got to finish these soya beans off. Hi, John. John's in house. Yeah, Andy's trying to cross the street. Look out. Anthony, how are you? So I have a clock that shines the time up on the ceiling or on the wall or wherever you want it to. It's a projection clock. It projects the time anywhere you want it to project the time to. And originally it was a weather clock, so it came with, you know, all the weather, and you'd put little sensors outside, and so you could look at your clock and it'd tell you what the weather was outside. And those sensors have long since bit the dust. It's an old clock. The company that makes it, that made them, these weather clocks, went out of business. My daughter used to work for them. That's how I got my clocks. I bought them to support my daughter. Anyway, she's moved on. She's manager of a boutique now, but anyway, so I bought a new one, little portable one. Just sits on my desk now. I don't know if you can read it. Yeah, you can. So it has the temperature outside, humidity outside, temperature inside, and the humidity inside, and then a little representation of what the weather's supposed to be like. And you can add sensors to it. So right now it's on channel 1. I don't know. I haven't really read to see, but I think you can put 3, 4, 5 sensors on it and scan between them. It also gives you, it's got a memory on it, so you can look and see what the coldest was while you were sleeping, that kind of thing. Anyway, it's just a handy little thing. Sits on my desk now. I only have one sensor. I might get another one, but I really don't know if I have need for it. I just want to know what the temperature is outside. Now, I did move the sensor away from the house. Originally, with the other clock I had, I put the sensors against the house. Like one of them was out on the back deck, on the side of the house. The only problem with that is the one that was back there was only a few feet away from the hot tub that I keep, 105 degree temperature. So that back porch is also completely enclosed by 3 walls. It's only exposed by one side. So it stays warmer on that deck. And then that deck that's covered then opens up, and you step down one step, not even that far. You only step down about that far. just a few inches, 4 inches maybe. You step down, and then there's another great big long deck, the whole back of the house, with a gazebo on it and everything. And so what I then eventually did is I took it away from the hot tub and put it out under the gazebo on the very end that's closest to being out in the backyard. And I get a lot better reading back then. That's what the actual temperature was, because it was exposed to most of the weather. It was covered, but it was still open. And so this one I put on the other side of the house, and it's a little bit covered from wind, and I put it under the eaves so it's covered by from the rain. But it's still far enough away from the house that it's not picking up any ambient heat from the house. What am I doing? Anyway, just another little toy. I can always ask you know who. Alexa, what's the temperature out?
Right now, it's 45 degrees Fahrenheit.
She says it's 45.
Expect a low of 39 degrees.
I got 43. But she's getting the temperature from the airport, so it's hard to say. That's a couple miles away. Yeah, they're kind of spendy. And then you got to go put stuff out. Like you had to put, the last one I had, it came with a rain gauge, a wind thingamabobber that twirled around, give you the wind, and all kinds of cock-a-doodle-doo stuff like that. I'm always interested in weather and food. I don't know why. I'm either cold or hungry, one of the two. Oh, yeah, I'll bet not. I'll bet not. That's a... See, that's another way that it proves to me that those things are on and listening all the time. They're always listening. Because companies like that won't want to be anywhere near them because you're dealing with sensitive information. And they don't want that being caught, by Amazon. So, yeah, that just proves, again, just another nail that tells you that those things are listening all the time, whether you want them to or not. Speaking of that kind of thing, YouTube's got another way of banning people. I need to read up on it because this one's kind of really bad. This is going to be controversial. And so I was only just hearing through the grapevine, but I think it's true. They want to be able to ban people that disagree with the news. And that may sound a little weird, but the reason why I'm thinking that is the statement that they put out. They want to be able to ban people that don't agree with the news agencies, and I haven't looked into it to see what the hell do you mean by that. But their statement basically was that the news should be left to the professionals like CNN, and you shouldn't disagree with them because they're always right. And people on YouTube are not right about the news. They don't know what they're talking about. So you wouldn't be able to have a channel in your hometown that just talks about the local news, what's going on in your hometown. No, that should be kept with the professional news agencies because they're always right. They never lie to you. So I'm interested in looking into that because, man, there's a lot of YouTube channels out there that discuss the news and what's in the news. And you're not allowed to disagree with CNN or MSNBC. There's a lot of people leaving YouTube. There's going to be a whole lot more, if they're not getting kicked out. I don't know why I'm running out there. I need my... Okay, well, I got to get this guy working again. So, well, look out. That's a tree. This is George of the Jungle. Watch out for that tree. Now, I need to check to see if this needs liming. It doesn't, but I wonder if I should. Yeah, you just got to wonder. I don't know how they can even do that. But talk about no freedom of speech. You're not allowed to disagree with the so-called news. That sounds just like when Russia, when the only news you ever got was from the state, and you couldn't listen to anything else. They only had one channel and it belonged to the government. Yeah, I really want to look into that because it seems unbelievable that they could even get away with something like that. Talk about censorship. You know what's funny is they're just mad because a lot of these channels that do talk about the news, that are just people like you and me that happen to have a YouTube channel, most of them have bigger audiences than CNN does. CNN doesn't have hardly an audience at all. And but the funny part is when you start watching movies from the 90s and the 2000s, and there's any kind of news on TV in a movie or a TV show, it was always CNN. There was no other agency that ever got put in a movie. Tacos. I like tacos. We just had tacos night before last, I think. I can't remember now. It's like a distant memory. Memories pressed between the pages of your mind. The devil made Craig do it. Can't remember who it was I was talking to. They were talking about making tacos and that they use flour tortillas. And I said, well, that's a burrito. You're not having a taco then. All right. Mead time. When it's mead time in the city. Oh, God, it seems like I just did this yesterday. Time flies. If we're lucky, I keep my internet. It's been going off. It's went off a couple times this morning. I didn't put my beard oil on today. Yeah, I've lost the internet a couple times this morning. And I still don't have my Wi-Fi back. Well, I kind of do. I was telling Scorpion when I came on, I lost my Wi-Fi for some reason when they brought the internet back. I didn't get my Wi-Fi back, just the internet. And so I checked all the stuff on my end, and everything's still set up right. There's no problem. As a matter of fact, the modem says I still have, everything set. So I don't know what happened. But what I did was I pulled a box out of my closet here, and I have an old Linksys Wi-Fi router, and I hooked it up to the modem that I'm using now, and boom, I had my internet back. But I don't have it. It's not strong enough to cover my whole house. I have a pretty large house, and it's quite a distance between where I'm at in my studio to the other end of the house, and the signal don't reach there. There's got to go through too many walls. There are too many rooms to go through. Oh, let me see. I think I'm gonna go over here. So I don't know what to do. I didn't necessarily want to buy a bunch of new equipment, but I may have to. But I don't want to get too excited about it, because the internet company, when I called for assistance, it said that we're aware of outages in your area. So we're not answering any questions about anything else until we get everything back and running. So in other words, keep it to yourself. We'll get to you. So I couldn't get any help on my Wi-Fi. And so I don't want to go out and buy hundreds of dollars worth of equipment only to find out next week that they fix everything and we're back to normal. Because that's exactly what I've done in the past. I'm always impatient. Money's no object. I want something. I want it now. So I've went out and spent, lots of money, and then only to find out that, well, it's fixed now. It wasn't the problem anyway. It was something else. According to the internet company, all the problems on their end, so I don't know what to do. I do have internet back that's limited it'll reach the living room so Carol can watch TV. She has a TV in the bedroom she can watch, but it won't reach up to the apartment where the kids watch TV and play their reindeer games. I don't like taco shells. That's what I won't eat, a taco that's made out of a taco shell. Those hard shells. What we do is we get all the fixings made, and then I pour a little bit of olive oil in a frying pan, and I throw a tortilla in there and kind of fry it on both sides really quick. Not long enough for it to get hard, because I don't like hard tacos, hard shells. I don't like hard shells. So you just put the tortilla in there, cook it on one side, flip it over, cook it a little bit more, and take it out. Put it between some paper towels to soak up the excess oil. And then when you get your taco to put it together, it's soft. It's corn, but it's soft. I hate those crunchy tortilla shells. Like you get at Taco Bell, and for one thing, they break and they cut the inside of your, roof of your mouth, and I don't like it. Andy just turned into a cow. What the heck? Cowboy Trenton, how you doing? I haven't seen you for a little while. How was your holidays? Now, see, that might not be the case, because there's a lot of people that watch the live streams that never chat. So I don't know when the last time I saw them is, It'd be like Craig. If Craig decided not to say hello for a couple weeks, he'd come in and we'd say, "Gee, Craig, haven't seen you in a couple weeks. Where you been?" Well, he's been here the whole time. He just didn't chat. And there's no way for you to know that somebody's in the. I mean, I have things happen all the time where somebody makes a comment, and in their comment they say, "I've been watching you since 2013," and you don't know who the heck they are because they've never said anything. It's kind of amazing in one way. Really, really kind of quiet, Cowboy. It just came and went so fast, and we didn't even have time to really decorate. We didn't even put our main tree up. We just put a little bitty tree that we had in a box that had everything already hooked on it. As far as it had fiber optics, it was one we bought several years ago, and it has built-in lights and fiber optics. So all you had to do is plug it into a wall, and you had a decorated tree pretty much. We did get that up, but it went really fast. New Year was here and gone like before you knew it. We partied hardy for 2 weeks, huh? Well, that sounds like a good holiday. $10 weeks? It takes you that long to move? You must own a lot of stuff. Just think in 10 weeks you'll come back on and you won't have missed a thing. It's kind of like a soap opera, you know what I mean? My brother's wife was a big soap opera gal. She stayed home. She didn't work. Not that she needed to. I'm just saying that she was home every day. to watch the soap operas. And I went and visited them one summer and got a job for the summer there. It was in Helena, Montana. They were living in Montana at the time. And so before I could find a job for the summer, I'd sit and watch soap operas because that's all she had on TV. And it was really kind of funny because she watched them pretty much all day. Now, she didn't necessarily just sit there and watch soap operas. She was doing housework and stuff like that. But she had the TV running and she could hear what was going on. And then if something kind of interesting was happening, she'd sit down and watch it for a little bit. But anyway, the rest of the story is a whole year goes by. I went back the next summer again to spend a few months with them and started watching soap operas with her, and I hadn't missed a damn thing. I started watching these soap operas. I said, isn't that what they were doing a year ago? It was the same story. Didn't miss a damn thing. It's weird. It was really weird. You could pick up right where you left off after a year. Oh, you went to the Hall of Fame? Cool. You know what you need to do is go to the Hall of Fame, have a plaque made with your name on it when nobody's looking, just hanging up with everybody else's. I hope there's not a tree there. Are those just bushes? Yeah, I got lucky. Butches. Yeah, it'd be funny, wouldn't it? Well, who would know with a name like Cowboy Trenton? That sounds country. Hey, it's a famous Cowboy Trenton. Didn't he used to sing that song, blah, blah, blah? People that were just visiting, they wouldn't know that it wasn't a real country star. Cowboy Trenton. Yeah, I remember him. Wasn't he from Tennessee? Oh, I hate these times. I just hate these new times that we're in. Went to get gas last night. I probably shouldn't even tell this story. I went to get gas last night at Costco in the truck, and I pulled in. There was only one person pumping fuel. That it was about 7:30 at night, and he had pink pants on. He had bright red hair, was kind of dressed like a woman, but was obviously a guy. His voice was as deep as mine. And I have a tendency to do certain things with people I don't know and that are like service station attendants or somebody, to open doors in a store or something like that. Any kind of thing where, I want to show somebody a little bit of respect, I would say, thank you, sir. Or, a guy pumps my gas. He takes my credit card, he gives it back to me, and I say thank you. And then when it's all done, I would normally say, thanks, sir. Catch you later. Just as a sign of respect. I couldn't do that. And I almost did because it's habit for me. It's a way for me to pay respect to people that are doing a job serving me. If it's a woman, I would say, thank you, ma'am. And you can't do that anymore. I'd probably get in trouble. I have no idea what this guy's story was, but he was dressed like a female. So, what was I supposed to do? I almost slipped and said it. But the thing I'm trying to get at is now today people get upset about stuff like that when in reality I'm saying it out of respect for somebody that's doing something for me. And I'm thanking them. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. And you can't do that anymore without getting in trouble and have somebody beat your windows in. And that's the other thing. We're always told that people that, just normal people, living people, don't go around threatening to beat people up and to kill them and kill their dogs and stuff like that. But some of these people like that do. They're the ones always screaming about being the tolerant people, but they're not tolerant at all. If you don't, agree with their lifestyle, then you don't deserve to live almost. It's like they threaten, they bully. And I don't like this time that we're living in. It's not civilized anymore. Lori's in the house. Thank you, Dennis. Dennis is here. Flounders. Can't you just buy flounders at Costco? That's what I do. They're frozen. And but you can't just eat that. Gotta have something to go with it. Oh, shoot. Here I'm sitting here yawning because I'm tired for some reason. You ever had dreams that were so active that you woke up tired? That's what I had last night. Mountain Dew. I need the caffeine. Don't tell my doctor. Oh! Don't open it now. It's going to blow up. Damn it. I dropped it. I dropped it. I'm not sticking it up to my camera this time because I don't know if it's going to spew. All right. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. That's cold and refreshing. I don't care who knows it. You make me dance like a cat. Go, kitty cat. Dan, 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 kitty cat. Dan, 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 dan. Is that kitty cat stuffed or is it real? I can't tell. Anyway. Back to it, I guess. My secret's safe with you? Good. Because I'm afraid to say anything anymore. But the whole point that I was trying to make was, it was a show of respect on my end, but that doesn't matter. I didn't recognize them for what they are, and, because I don't know what they are. Anyway. What am I doing? GPS again. Tastes different. Well, it messes up the carbonation, I would guess. Carbonation really adds a lot to the taste. And you say, well, it's the same. It should taste the same. No, it's not the same. Grab yourself a pop that's been left off and it's lost its fizz and tell me it tastes the same as it would if you just open it up. If you did, you'd be lying. So it does make a difference, the carbonation. What in the hell is going on? Anyway, I was saying, I'm tired. And the dream I had last night was I was back at work. And when I dream about work, you guys, those people that know me know I've done in my life dozens of different things. I mean, when I start talking about some of the jobs I've done and the career I've had, and people say, my God, I thought you said you did this. I did. Well, I thought you said you did that. I did. Well, what do you do for a living? I've done lots of things for a living. And I've been successful at most all of them. But when I dream sometimes, they get mixed up. Some of the things get mixed up. Like sometimes I'll dream that I'm back at the bank. But I'm not. I'm at the counter doing something else. It's all mixed up and jumbled and stuff. Well, last night I was in the middle of some kind of an audit, and I was being tested on it by examiners. And I had a stack of work about that high that I had to go through, on a desk. And I wasn't alone. There were a half a dozen of us being tested on the same thing. And I was just busting my ass to get everything just right and correct. When I woke up, I was just exhausted. It was the weirdest thing. You ever dream you're fighting somebody and you wake up and you're choking your pillow to death? I've done that. How about you woke that you were in a fight with somebody and you picked him up and threw him across the street because you had strength like Superman? And then you kind of wake up and you look around because your neck's hurting. Why is my neck hurting? Where's my pillow? And clear against the wall, it's stuck on the door knob or something because you threw it so hard, hit the other side of the wall. Oh, that was the person I threw. It was just a pillow. I do shit like that all the time. Sometimes in my dreams, because I have that condition, I have a condition where my body doesn't stay still at night. Most times when you dream, your body kind of turns off when you're dreaming. And I've used this example of being out on a football field and you're running and somebody's going to toss the ball to you and you're running to catch it. Now, a normal person, when they're dreaming stuff like that, their body has shut down so it doesn't react to what you're doing. I have a condition where that doesn't work. So if somebody's tossing me a ball, I'm up out of bed running across the room to catch it. And I've been hurt many times by that kind of thing happening. So, for example, if I'm scared and somebody's chasing me and I'm physically running, my legs are moving like I'm running in bed, and it wakes Carol up. And she has to tap me on the shoulder or something. Fortunately, I'm a very light sleeper. And all she has to do is say my name in most cases. She'll just say, Rudy. And I'll say, oh, sorry, I was dreaming. And I go back to sleep. Because I'm fully aware that I'm dreaming. I'm what do they call that? Oh, shoot, there's a word for it. I know when I'm dreaming. A lucid dreamer. I'm lucid when I dream, and I can change my dreams. If I fall off the end of a cliff, and I'm falling in the air, I know I am in a dream, and I say to myself, that ain't gonna happen, and wings sprout out and I fly away. Or the camera reverses and I'm standing back on I just do it over. If I don't like the result of a dream, I do it over. I've had dreams where I got shot in the chest with a shotgun. And I say, nah, that's ridiculous. And I stop it. And, then the guy tries to shoot me again and I just step out of the way. It's weird. Okay, stop it. No, don't do that. My plow's getting away from me. A fighter pilot. What's that? Now you make me sound like President Reagan. There was a time where they were questioning whether President Reagan, this was after he was president, whether he had like Alzheimer's or something. And I think he did. But they would say that he would tell stories about movies that he'd made where he thought he was telling you a real story that actually happened to him. Now Scorpion's going to say that, all the videos that I've played, all the videos I've made, that I've actually done that stuff. Most of it I have. I was a farmer before when I was young. I've been an ambulance driver. I've been a truck driver. I was a lab technician. I worked with beakers and acids and doing experiments and stuff-a-doodle-doo. I was Miss America once. Where the hell did that come from? I've been a photographer. I had my own studio. The Toppenish Rodeo Association hired me one year to be their official photographer for the year. I needed to take pictures during the rodeo for the newspaper and other things, but also the pictures that I took got turned into a brochure for the next year's rodeo. And so I worked with another teacher that was in typesetting. She had done typesetting. And typesetting is like if you have a newspaper or a magazine, and let's say the magazine has words and pictures because it's a magazine.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a book, it's a magazine. The person that places the pictures, chooses and places the pictures, and then takes the words and sets them up on the page, that's called a typesetter. So I did the photography, and this girl would take my pictures, and we would find the best place in the article to put the picture. So if you're talking about a bucking bronco, and you're then in that section where you're talking about the bronco and not the other barrel riders or something, then that's where you'd put the picture of the bronco busters. That's typesetting, kind of, sort of. Oh, damn it. I keep forgetting to drop my damn plow. How could that be? I'm a professional. It's getting dark on me. Yeah, that's another way of saying you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, right? Because when they say you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, they don't specify, is that the left side of the bed or the right side? Well, there's many other sides to the bed. You could have woke up underneath the bed. That's the wrong side too. I used to tell people that the best way to not wake up on the wrong side of the bed is to put your bed against the wall, because then you can't wake up on that side. How many times have I tried to do this, and every time I forget to drop the damn plow? That's at least the fourth time. All right, dropping the plow. God. What's the matter with me? Craig sounds like a hobbit. There and everywhere, a hobbit's adventure. What was it Bilbo Baggins wrote? There and back again, a hobbit's adventure. Oh man, that's so cold. Don't forget to drop the plow. Drop the other shoe. So, what the hell was that guy's name? Paul Harvey. Paul Harvey is a guy that used to be on the radio, and he would tell stories. He would talk about the news, but he specifically said that it's not the news, it's Paul Harvey news. So it's an editorial about what he thinks of the news that's happening currently, what his take on the news is. So it wasn't the news. He wasn't broadcasting the news. He was making commentary on what he'd heard on the news. But anyway, he used to tell stories, and he would say, then that's the rest of the story. It's the same thing as dropping the other shoe. That's what that means. Telling the complete story. Okay, I told you this, now I'm going to drop the other shoe and tell you the rest. The guy that did Dirty Jobs, Mike Rowe, he has a podcast that's just like Paul Harvey's Rest of the Story. He calls it That's the Way I Heard It. So he does exactly what Paul Harvey did. He'll tell a story. And then the end is, well, that's the way I heard it. Instead of, that's the rest of the story. That's what Paul Harvey used to say. There are some places that's all they do. That Rachel Maddow, she got in trouble because she said something that wasn't completely accurate. And they said that's fine because she's not a news person. She's editorializing. But wait a minute, you got her on the nightly news. What the hell? She's not a news person? She's on a news show. But anyway, that's how they get away with it when somebody says something that maybe isn't factual. It's like, of course, they don't care anymore because they won't say that. They'll say, well, that's not factual. And they'll say, well, it should be because we know it's probably true. Well, this guy did this and did that. No, he didn't. Well, he wanted to. That's the same thing. That's how they get away with this crap now. I've heard it several times in news. People do stuff like that. Well, I think he did, and that's all that counts. All right, Lori. Lori's got company. I wish I could have some company. No, I don't really. I can't think of anybody I want to see. Want to see Santa Claus, but it's too late now. Gonna work through the night here. I should turn my beacon on. Oh, my beacon doesn't work. Oh. There it goes. You see it shining on my face? A little bit. The beacon's running. Bacon! Bacon. Bacon. Oh! 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 I know how to do it. Hang on. I thought I learned. There we go. That's actually irritating. It's just above me. Sitting up there. Sitting right over there. Bum, 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 da, 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 da. Casper, the friendly ghost. The friendliest ghost I know. Oh, shoot. I'm trying to plow a tree down. I was messing around with the other computer. Okay. Holy smolies. Holy tortillas. Hot tamales. And we didn't even get to ask Lori what was for dinner, and I didn't get to ask her how the roast beef was. Bad tree, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Okay. All right. This is it. That's it. I think I got everything plowed. And then now we just need to wait. Oh, wait. No, don't wait. Wait. I've got to... I got to get my... See, look. It should be popping that stuff out as it makes it. Why doesn't that work? I shouldn't have to go in here and change this every time. Why should I have to do that? It should just automatically pop that stuff out, shouldn't it? All right, I got to go find my... there it is. In the garage. How'd I get this thing in here? Whoops. Headlights don't go far enough. The lights on the side go out farther than the headlights do. Look, running lights. That's so cool. That's neat, man. Look, it's bucking bronco. Look at that. What the hell? That was weird. I wonder if I should put weights on the front end of this. I probably should. Oh, no. All right, I'm going to plant corn here because there was corn there before. So, and I need corn for dried corn. That's how I'm making money. One of the ways that I'm making money. Corn and pig food. Those are the two money makers. I don't think I've worked at night before, have I? All right, let's see. Turn GPS on. What happened? What happened? Does this tractor not have GPS? I didn't put GPS on that tractor. What is wrong with me? Okay. Oh no. Oh no. What happened? Okay. GPS. Turn on. Seed. Flip it around. Line it up. Turn it on. And then get out of the cab. And then turn it on. Drop it like it's hot. There we go. Got pretty quiet after Lori left. What's going on? If it's dark out and you can't see the dust, does that mean it's not making any dust? Mom's making dinner, huh? I thought you said you were making tacos. Is your mom making tacos? Maybe she didn't say she was making it. Maybe she just said that they were having tacos. Look at that corn grew while I was planting it. Look at that. The corn grew while I was planting it. Man, I'm messing this field up. Airplane going over. The plane! The plane! Oh, I saw the shadow. Burritos instead. What? You're having flour tortillas? I made that joke about if they're flour tortillas, they're burritos. We do that though. The night after we make tacos, if there's taco meat left, we either make a chili mac with the taco meat, or we will get refried beans and make bean and sausage meat burritos. Whatever's left from the tacos. Like if there's onions left or cheese, grated cheese or something. We'll do burritos. Burritos. Not like Taco Bell burritos. Taco Bell burritos make you run for the border. Make you run for the chemical toilet. Matt's here. It's taco time. It's taco time over here. What time is it over there, Matt? It's howdy taco time. It's howdy taco time. So, I was dinking around because of the internet going out. I had to reprogram the Alexa app. Oh, she didn't hear her name. I had to reprogram a lot of that, so it tells me that they have different voices now. You get to choose between about 6 or 7 voices. There's one from New Zealand male and an Australian lady, an Indian man and an Indian woman voice, English voice, man and woman. American, you can get one American guy. I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm just going to keep doing corn because it's a commodity I use with making dried corn and selling it for fun and profit. Oh, get back here. $4.35. It's $2.37, so it was $2.35 when you asked me. $4.35. So you must be what? Central Time? 4:35. Is that AM or PM? You could be on the other side of the world if it was AM. Fred is here. Another shift over sat, having a coffee and watching my fave streamer. That's me? Oh, that's sweet of you. Probably glad to get a shift out of the way though, huh? Scorpion, are you done for the day? Because I didn't hear you say you were commuting. Yeah, that's why I said I thought you were Central Time. Didn't I say that? Thought I did. Scorpion's in Central Time. Lori's in Eastern Time. East Coast Time. I'm West Coast. Do we know anybody in Mountain Time? Fred says it's 3 there. Yeah, number 1. Andy. -3 centigrade. It's 42 here, Fahrenheit. I don't know how to switch it to centigrade. I wouldn't know what it said anyway. You need some heat? Well, it finally warmed up here. We're supposed to be in the 50s the rest of the week, or within this next 7 days. It's supposed to be rainy and 50, rainy and 50, rainy and 50, rainy and 50. Do that 7 times, and that's our week. Rainy. But at least it's not rainy and 32, because that would be snow and ice. 26, Andy says. Is that... I should have looked for a weather clock that gave it in both centigrade and Fahrenheit at the same time. I don't even know if they make a clock like that. Most of the ones, not a clock necessarily, but I mean a weather station. Most of them at least lets you switch between the two, but I don't know of one that actually shows both without having to switch. I'm getting to the bottom of the can. Jason Statham. That's a Jason Statham movie. I still haven't seen Meg 2. I saw Meg 1. It was kind of funny, in a way. I mean, I kept wanting that dog to get eaten, and it never did. And I guess the dog is back in the second movie. But I haven't seen it. I've ever opportunity to see it. It's on one of the channels that I stream, but I just didn't ever take the time to watch it. Hi, Colin. How you doing? Yeah, like Andy said, yeah, you haven't really missed anything. I just been planting all day. Oh, really? That's cool. A local bridge. And a car committed suicide on it, he said. I didn't know cars could do that, but, well, sure. Why couldn't they, I guess? There used to be stories in the news where when the news they were discriminating against SUVs. Remember when the people on the news said you shouldn't be driving SUVs because you're using too much gas and you're an evil person if you drive an SUV? And during that time period where they were going after SUVs because SUVs are evil because they take too much gas, the stories would reflect that. A guy left the road last night, or no, wait, was it an SUV? An SUV left the road last night and ran into a person's house. What? Wasn't there somebody driving it? Or did the SUV just do that because they're evil? But that's how they would state the news, though. It wasn't somebody got run over by another person. It was somebody got ran over by an SUV. Those evil SUVs. So, that was kind of weird. I thought it was weird. I used to work up in close to Lewiston, Idaho. Is that a tree? That's a tree, isn't it? Yep, I hit it. I used to work in a town close to Lewiston, Idaho, and there's a bridge up there. It's a trestle bridge for a railroad track, and it's all made completely out of wood, and it's huge. I mean, this trestle is it's like a quarter mile off the ground. It's just it goes across a canyon that's really deep, and there was a movie made called Breakheart Pass with Charles Bronson in it, and that bridge was in that movie, and that was kind of fun because they were up there making this movie, and they would come down into town and have dinner, and you'd see them walking around town and stuff like that. Watch out for that tree. That was George of the Jungle. George of the Jungle. Something. Look out for that tree. The movie was Brendan Fraser in it. Andy's doing it my way. George, George, George of the jungle. He about killed himself in that movie. They made him do a lot of the stunts, and he was hurt all the damn time. Of course, he was young then. He's still young compared to me, but isn't everybody? Isn't everybody? Stacks of pallets, eh? Where'd Colin go? Colin, how's your day going? Wherever you're at. Because it says he's outdoors. That interests me because I watch a lot of YouTube videos about people in the outdoors. Because generally they're hunting and fishing and camping and doing all kind of fun stuff. And they're braver than me because they do it in the wintertime. That'd be cold as hell. I've been camping in the winter before, and there's a point where you get cold and you cannot wake up. You cannot warm up. And then, of course, you can't wake up if you get too cold. Have a beer, Fred. $520 each load. You get paid $520 for a load of pallets? That's pretty good. Just kidding. Oh, my day's going fine. It's almost over. Do you do outdoor stuff, Colin? I mean, from your name. Fred says it's almost 11 o'clock. That's an hour past my bedtime. It's just more of a suggestion. Basically, I start going to bed at 10. I don't always make it. So it's like sometimes I'll start going to bed at 10. I'll go in and I'll read for an hour and it's 11 o'clock. Or sometimes I start going to bed at 10 and I'll go out in the hot tub for a little while. 10 is just a suggested starting point. Reviews and hunting and fishing. Well, good. I'll have to check it out. See if I can find you. Is that the name of your page? Your YouTube page? Is it Colin Outdoors? The night's still young. That's true. That's very true. I'm looking for something. Hang on. Hold on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Um, Colin, how many subscribers do you have? And does your where's your avatar? Have you got I'm looking for your avatar. Is that are you sitting there holding a deer by the antlers? $28. Okay, I found you. There's several Colin outdoors. There's Colin Randall outdoors. There's a Colin outdoors and another one. Okay, hang on. Okay, let me know if that works. Guys, that's Colin's page. He's got 28 subscribers. He's only been doing this for a month. How old are you, Colin? It looks like he's just a young lad. We should give him some love, everybody, and subscribe to him. Give him some subscribers. He's 12. Good on you, Colin. So I just subscribed to you, Colin. So you got my subscription. I'll check your page out when I'm done with my live stream. Aiden's going to be 12. Scorpion, have you got that page? Because I tried to put it up with Carol, but Carol's not a moderator, so I couldn't do it. I'm not logged in as me. Can you put a link in to his page? Andy or anybody? All right, there we go. That's a link to Colin's page. I subscribed to him a minute ago, and I'll go check it out. I'm kind of done here for the day, I guess. So I'll go out and check your page, see what you're all about. Good luck with your page there. And I'll see you guys next time I'm here. What am I doing tomorrow? God, who knows? I mean, literally, I get up every morning and look at Carol and say, look, we both made it through the night. I have no idea what I'm going to do tomorrow, except for hopefully get up and have a cup of tea. You never know. Is it Outdoors with Colin? No, it's Colin Outdoors, but he's only got 28 subscribers. When I pulled it in, there were about 3 or 4 Colin Outdoors, and his avatar is a little 12-year-old sitting on the ground with a deer that he's holding by the antlers. A dead deer, I'm assuming, because he's an outdoorsman. Anyway, I'm gone for the day. Thanks for joining me here. I'll see you the next time. Everybody, have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves. Stay warm. Stay safe. And take care of yourselves and your families. Ta-ta for now.